Hello everyone, we're standing here today at World Hydrogen Week, organized by World Hydrogen Leaders. My name is Johann Wiebe, Executive Director from the Hydrogen Standard. And with me here today stands David Giordano from Hyaxiom. Welcome, David.
Thank you, happy to be here.
Fantastic to have you. So, Hyaxiom, tell us, what does the business do?
So Hyaxiom is a fuel cell manufacturer and electrolyzer manufacturer located in the U.S., halfway between New York and Boston. We are a subsidiary of the Doosan Group, which is a large Korean conglomerate. Doosan acquired the technology from United Technologies back in 2014. United Technologies was very much responsible for all of the fuel cell technology that you see in the world today, from mobility to stationary to even the space program. UTC fuel cells powered a lot of the Apollo missions and the space shuttle program in the U.S. So we are very connected to what's going on. We like to say from the moonshot to the earth shot, like the U.S. DOE is saying now. We're at the forefront of this, and we've been a legacy fuel cell company for many years.
Making humans interplanetary species is part of your objective?
Exactly. No, that's not exactly.
Only joking. So looking at your legacy business, obviously fuel cells, as you elaborated on, so that the hydrogen electrolyzer side became a little bit after, right? What set you up well for going from sort of a legacy fuel cell towards becoming also an electrolyzer manufacturer?
So we feel that all our experience on the fuel cell side with our direct hydrogen fuel cell, natural gas fuel cell, propane fuel cell puts us in a good position to manufacture electrolyzers, all that capability and all that know-how over the years. And we feel like we're ahead of some companies who maybe are just getting into this business today. We've got a lot of know-how, a lot of experience, people that have been with the company for many years, going back to the United Technologies days, and we feel like we're in a good place to take advantage of all the excitement around hydrogen that's in the world now.
So you're already sort of like in partnerships with being a subsidiary of Doosan, but you're also looking to expand partnerships, I've heard. Can you tell us more about that?
Exactly. We're here. One of the reasons we're here in Rotterdam at this event is to develop partnerships with developers, EPCs, off-takers of hydrogen. We're a manufacturing company, but we're really looking to develop, big-time projects and at the largest scale possible.
Big time projects, we want them, we've seen some, but we need many more of those. You have one in particular, but probably also working on some others. Tell us a little bit about your project portfolio.
Sure, so one of the things we like to highlight is we have the first and only, or I should say the first and largest commercially viable fuel cell that runs on direct hydrogen in Daesan, South Korea. We are situated next to a petrochemical facility where we take the waste hydrogen and run it through our fuel cells to create power, to create electricity and heating for their facility. It's the only one of its kind, and we feel like that a lot of people here are talking only about hydrogen for mobility and hydrogen for storage and things like that, but hydrogen on the generation side, the best way to use it, we feel, is to have hydrogen running through a fuel cell, eliminate, to decarbonize the world, and we think we're in a good position to do that. We have the best, technology it is now. So.
Okay, let's do that. Let's run the hydrogen through a fuel cell. What sort of fuel cell would that be, and what sort of applications do you think makes most sense?
So we make a phosphoric acid fuel cell. Our fuel cell is, each of our fuel cells is 460 kilowatts, but we can stack them in a multi-megawatt configuration like this one in Korea. There's 114 units that provide 50 megawatts of power. And for the hard to decarbonize sectors like the industrial industrial manufacturers, things like that. Also on the utility side, we can make power that we just put right into the grid to provide electricity and heating in a distributed generation fashion.
Dumb it down for me, please. Phosphoric acid fuel cell, however, also run on hydrogen. Sorry, how do I square those?
I'm sorry, say it again?
How do I square them? Sort of like phosphoric acid fuel cell and hydrogen sort of input as feedstock. How do I square that?
Feedstock is hydrogen. When I say phosphoric acid fuel cell, there's a solid oxide fuel cell or a molten carbonate fuel cell. Ours happen to be the cows happen to be a phosphoric acid where we run at a moderately low temperature. It allows our fuel cells to ramp up and down much easier to transition loads and things like that to the end user.
So this is not one that is used often, quite more regularly sort of operators tend to use a different sort of technology. Why have you guys chosen sort of to work off that?
Well, United Technologies made that decision many years ago, and we have a lot of, in addition to these large multi-megawatt units, we have individual fuel cells where an individual customer, like a hospital or a data center or a university, will use our fuel cells and take advantage of our combined heat and power. So our phosphoric acid fuel cell makes electricity, but it also it produces waste heat where you can take advantage of and use it for heating and cooling of your building. And we can get up to almost 90%. If it's done in the right application, we could get almost up to 90% complete system efficiency.
That sounds very promising. Switching a little bit to the electrolyzer side, what sort of technology do you use there?
So we currently have manufactured a 1 megawatt PEM electrolyzer. We are going to be, though, expanding that and making them in much larger building blocks, looking at 5 megawatt units and so forth. And we're just in the original stages. We don't have any out in the field right now. We've only certified one and finished production of ones. We have a pilot project that we're working on. So we're at the beginning stages of that, but we'll be ready in a year or so to be commercially available with those.
Fantastic, exciting times. We look forward to talking to you again in a year and see where your plans have gone. David Giordano from Hyaxiom, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll be back next year.